Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to be installing a new dropper post on the Trek Roscoe 8. The stock dropper post on the Roscoe has been fine for the most part. It works. I don't like how loose the seat feels. I'll just zoom in here and show you what I mean here. You'll see that it just kind of wobbles around a little bit on the seat post. No matter what you do, you don't really feel it too much when you're riding, but it's definitely noticeable how loose this seat feels on here, and I guess this is pretty common with the Roscoes. I don't notice it on my Giant with the Giant dropper post. So I'm going to be replacing the dropper today on the Roscoe. I did a video a little while ago installing a PNW loam lever on the Rain. So the guys at PNW reached out to me, wanted to know if I'd wanted to review some more of their stuff on my channel. So they actually sent me a PNW Bachelor dropper post to install on the Roscoe. So let's take a look at that. So here's the dropper post here. It's the Bachelor 31.6, which will fit on the Roscoe. So it's got the dropper post itself here. It's nice and beefy. Even like the stanchion feels a lot thicker than the stock one on the Roscoe. I don't feel any play at all in it like the Roscoe one. So that'll be nice. And then basically just the rest of the stuff, cable and housing. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to use that or not. I might try to use the existing cabling and housing. I'm not sure if I want to redo all that, but we'll take a look and see what it's set up like. The nice thing about this is the loam. It comes with the loam lever, same as I have on the Rain. And the nice thing about that is an I-spec mount, so it'll mount up with my brake lever. So let's go ahead and get this install started. First thing I'm going to do is undo the dropper lever up here. Get this undone off the handlebar. There's no instructions with this PNW one. It says you can download the instructions, but I think it should be pretty straightforward, so we're just going to kind of wing it here. Little set screw on here to undo this. So that should undo the cable here. Yeah, so that just pulled off the stock dropper lever mount there, or dropper lever. So now, if I come to the seat post here, let's move the camera over. I should just be able to undo this here and pull this out, I think. This should. Okay, so there's, just see, all right, so that pulled out, no problem there. There's the stock cable, and I don't know, it seems fine, so I don't know if I really need to go ahead and replace the cable. The looks, well, let me take a look here. 1 second, let's compare the ends of the cable. I might need to run a new cable here. So just looking at the ends of the cable, and the ball end on the end of the PNW cable is a little bit larger, and I think that fits. And I think that fits perfectly right inside of their mount here. Like if you take a look, you can see on their you see it on there, that little circle there. That's where this ball end that they have, this ball end that they have, will fit into. So I think I'm gonna have to run the cable. And sorry guys, Pickles is going stupid in the background here as usual, so sorry if you hear a bunch of noises in the background. He's just exploring around the garage, trying to chew everything he can get a hold of. Just flip the bike around on the stand. I just wanted to show you guys a bit better here. So here's the housing here. So this is what runs up into the frame through here. There's a little opening there, and then that runs up along there to the bars. If I just run this cable through the existing housing, And that should come out there. You'll see it's come out of the housing there. So that's good there. So I'm just gonna, I think, grease up this mechanism a little bit, put some grease on here just to keep it lubricated and freely moving. So now we'll go ahead and put this on here. So I'm just going to pause the video here for a second. Things got messed up in this install. I should have used the PNW cable and their housing, not just the cable, and nothing really works well here. You'll see in the video, but I do fix it later on. Just wanted to explain this right now. If you guys are watching at home going, this isn't going to work, well, yeah, I figured that out. So just let's keep watching and see how it goes. I'm going to have to finesse this, I think. One thing I'm going to do, once I get this all set up, I will grease the seat post in here. I just want to make sure everything's going to work well before we do that. Yeah, I guess it's a good thing I didn't grease it right then because it's totally messed up. Anyways, let's watch. So this is the loam lever with the I-spec mount on it. So that'll be super cool to just mount to underneath my brake lever. So let's get that undone as well. So this cable will come through here now. We'll put the cable on here. If you guys want to see a more detailed video on how this loam lever works, you can check out my other video. I'll put a little card link to it here. Okay, so this is when I start to notice things are not working at all. So let's just fast forward through all this and feel free to laugh along with me as I struggle to figure out what in the world I did wrong. So after messing around a bit, I think I'm going to have to use the housing that came with the PNW dropper. You can see it just it fits right into that housing, and I think it needs to fit in there like that in order for this to work properly, and this cable housing on here is not doing that, so I'm going to have to run the whole housing, which I didn't really want to have to do, but I think I'm going to have to do it. So we got the housing off of the frame. So we'll just put the new housing through here. Now we'll put this on here properly with that housing. So you'll see, where is it here, that this has kind of this right here, and that's where this will go in. So this cable will go in there like so, and then like that, and then. So now if I get there, that's stuck right in the bottom of there now, this housing. So now put this back in. And then I'll run this back up to the top here. Okay, so I got it back in there. I had to cut the cable housing a little bit shorter, I think, for this to work. And yeah, so let's get it up here and see if this will work. Okay, so finally got this working. Just needed to tighten up. Just need to tighten up here the wire there, and it does work now. If I hold that down, it comes back up. Cool thing about this Bachelor post that I forgot about, show you here. You can actually adjust the pressure of the seat post with like a shock pump here. With a shock pump, you can hook this up and you can dial in your air pressure that you want, like how fast. Right now it's 150 psi. They say not to go above 300. I think I might be a little bit higher though. So I did bump this up to about 250 psi, and I kind of like it now. It comes up a little bit quicker. And one other thing to note on this dropper is, so there's the air valve there, and then you get this little cap that does cover that up to keep it nice and safe. So again, let's get it all back together and check it out. So I got everything routed again, looking nice and the way it was before. Dropper post installed, works great. Can't wait to get this out on the trail and try it. And there's absolutely no play in the seat whatsoever compared to the stock dropper post. Much beefier looking as well. It just looks way better. Again, nice and solid. And the loam lever, nice integrated I-spec mount, super cool. So yeah, hopefully you guys learned anything from that. There was a couple of mistakes along the way as usual with me, but made my way through, got it installed, it's working great. And again, guys, thanks for subscribing to the channel, liking the videos, and I hope to see you out on the trail sometime this year. And as always, keep your feet on the pedals.
Oh, shut your face, Toogie Howser.